Welcome to another edition of the Tiger Men's Lacrosse Report. I'm your host, Spiro Marikas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Sean Nadlin. And Coach, Tigers last week, a tough one against St. Joe's, a team that really has progressed over the last 10 years as Coach Ray has done a tremendous job. And opposite of the Navy game where you jumped out early, St. Joe's jumped out early, but then you guys came back, made it tight, but then they pulled away.
Yeah, we're still struggling to be able to play a complete game, consistently at a high level, a level to be able to earn a win. It's frustrating, and again, we have spurts, but nowhere near the amount of playmaking, throughout the game that's going to, put us in position to get the outcome we want.
Now, I know you don't want to make excuses, but you were down your top two scorers, plus Villa Gomez hasn't played all year, so maybe really down your top three scorers in that game. What did you think about the guys that filled in and the changes that you made?
With the changes that had to be made, I still thought we had some pretty nice opportunities. I mean, their goalie ended up having 17 saves, so we didn't shoot great. We made him look pretty good. He made a couple nice ones. So again, our shooting percentage continues to be an area of concern. So it's nice to see that the guys that we did insert that maybe don't play as much still generated offense and decent offensive opportunities. So it gives us a little bit more experience, if and when those guys return and get healthy. But being able to still produce and be able to get more than, what we did in that game is going to be important.
Now, it was statistically was a very odd game because you outshot them by a lot. Your clears were good, and you won the majority of the face-offs. Normally, when you have those three things, you're probably going to be on the winning side. How is it that you weren't? Was it just the shooting? How about from the defensive side, giving up 11 goals?
Yeah, it was frustrating on, in kind of three different parts. It was, we talked about kind of the offensive inefficiency from shooting. Defensively, just our lack of recognition, our lack of knowing when to slide, when not to slide, reading Dodgers. We're still struggling to be connected better there, which is tough with a little bit more of a veteran group. So just continuing to work at that and be much cleaner. So we gave them some nice opportunities where we could have played better defense, to not, to challenge them more. And then in the middle of the field, I thought Matt was decent. He was winning the majority of the clamps. We just weren't clean with our exits, clean with possessing the ball afterwards. Gave him a couple of possessions back, which in a game where we weren't shooting the ball well, you need more possessions with that. So, we were frustrated coming out of it in those three aspects for sure. And everybody's got to do their part and serve their role.
Well, this week you travel to UMBC. They've only played 2 games, which is kind of odd. You've played 4. They're 2-0. I mean, beating Drexel and beating Mount St. Mary's. Their goalkeeper, Connor McMahon, 62% save percentage. Now, if Mikey Weishauer is able to come back with Ryan Shire, you have 2 guys that went to high school with McMahon, so they're going to know his tendencies. Does it even out because he's going to know their tendencies?
Who knows? Everybody grows up, you think. And again, those guys are 3 years into their college experience, and obviously all of those guys have gotten better. Connor's gotten better, Mikey and Ryan have gotten better. So you're familiar with them, from high school, but again, it's you're not there still every day for the past 3 years, seeing what Connor's improved at and where he's really strengthened his game and done different things like that. So.
What is it about the UMBC team through 2 games that they're 2-0? I mean, again, beating Drexel up in Philadelphia and then beating Mount St. Mary's, they're winning the face-offs easily. The save percentage for the goalkeeper. What about their offense?
Offense is high-powered. The middies are very talented too, very strong, athletic guys that can break you down. Some good guys that can work around those guys that initiate the attack, knows how to move without the ball, get their spots, to get shots off and be dangerous. Their attack might not be as dangerous as their middies in regards to dodging and being able to be threats off the dodge, but they're still very capable. So again, they do a great job sharing the ball. They know their role. They know where to be. And as a team, they play with great energy. Great energy, great intensity. You could feel that in both of their games so far off of the film.
How do you keep spirits up with this sluggish start?
Our guys love being around each other, and they love, they're not obviously happy. We're not happy with where we are right now, which is frustrating, and it can take a toll on you emotionally and physically. So again, just continue to understand it's like, we have the pieces in place. We have the right personnel in the locker room. It's just being able to continue to work through, these obstacles of being able to play better together, finish off plays, staying positive in the process.
UMBC has had kind of a unique defense. Their defensive coordinator has moved on. Are they still playing that same type of defense?
Yeah, very strong defense. Again, guys that can get up and out in transition, guys that can be very, stay at home and play very sound. So they're very good there. They got some good D-middies, and obviously Connor and Gage that's helping them.
All right, Coach. Good luck on Friday. Let's hope we get the game in, unlike 2 years ago where we had to postpone it for a day.
That would be nice, yes.
Game time, 6 o'clock on Friday. Glenn Smith and I will have it for you on TowsonTigers.com. So for the head coach of the Tigers, Sean Nadlin, I'm Spiro Marikas. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Tiger Men's Lacrosse Report.